Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Flippin' Ain't Easy. In today's episode we have two Star Wars Return of the Jedi figures that we recently purchased from an online estate sale. Both figures have a 77 card back. In case you're not familiar, there were different card versions made and they are differentiated by the quantity of figures listed on the back as well as variations in the designs. In these examples you'll notice that there are 77 figures listed. First, we have R2-D2 that we purchased for $155. You'll notice that on the back, the proof of purchase has been removed. Hopefully this will not be too much of a detractor from the value. At the top of the card, there's also separation where it would be hanging in the store. Outside of that, it's not in too bad a shape. The plastic is yellowed a bit. But that's pretty typical for these figures. Honestly, it's a miracle that it's in this good a condition considering how old it is. But we'll see what we can get from this one. Our second figure is C-3PO that we purchased for $125. This is an unpunched card, which means that the area on top that's used to hang the card is still there. It has not been separated yet. The only problem with this one, as you can see it's very straight, very good shape, is the yellowed plastic and the fact that the proof of purchase has been moved as well from this. The combined total of both figures is $280, plus a 15% buyer's premium of $42, a 3% credit card fee of $10.22, and tax of $18.52, which brings our overall investment on these two figures to $350.74. We're going to list them on eBay as an auction and see what they bring. Will we lose money, break even, or make a profit? Stay tuned to find out on this episode of Flippin' Ain't Easy. Star Wars Return of the Jedi R2-D2 with sensor scope sold for $160 on eBay plus $15 for shipping, which brought it to $175. Then we paid $10.20 for shipping and handling, which brought our total to $164.80. Star Wars Return of the Jedi C-3PO sold on eBay for $175 plus $15 for shipping and handling. We then paid $10.20 for shipping and handling, which brings us to a total of $179.80. Alright guys, so now it's time to see how we fared overall. So we know that we sold the Star Wars Return of the Jedi R2-D2 on eBay. After shipping we got $164.80. Now we're going to take into consideration all the fees that were involved to see if we actually came out ahead or not. We originally paid $155 at the auction for the figure itself. We then paid a 15% buyer's premium of $23.25, then $5.11 credit card fee, a $9.26 tax, a 30-cent eBay listing fee, and then we paid 12.9% eBay fee of $21.26, which means that overall we had a loss on this figure of $49.38. After the R2-D2, now we're going to take a look at the Star Wars Return of the Jedi C-3PO figure. We know that after shipping on eBay, we made $179.80 from this figure. At the auction, we paid $125 for the figure. We then paid $18.75 for the buyer's premium, $5.11 for the credit card fee, $9.26 for the tax, 30 cents for the eBay listing fee, and then the 12.9% eBay fee of $23.19 for this figure, which means that our overall loss on this figure was $1.81. Overall, when you look at both figures, we're in the hole at a loss for $51.19. Now, is that good? No, obviously you never want to be in the negatives whenever it comes to flipping things, but this is the reality of it, and that's why we want to show this to you. You may think that something's great whenever you buy it, and then afterwards you may sell it and end up breaking even, taking a loss, or maybe you will make some money. Some of the things to consider with this particular auction are some mistakes that I made. First of all, if you can recall, on the back of the card, the proof of purchase had been removed. Now, the proof of purchase, if you're familiar with it or not, but a long time ago you could get, and they may still do it, I don't know, but on cereal boxes they would have this little proof of purchase on the back that you would cut out, and after you got a number of them, you could mail them in and get a prize, whatever it was. Now, I'm not sure what Star Wars offered in this case, or Kenner, whoever was doing the promotion for the proof of purchase, but somebody thought that it was a great idea to cut off the proof of purchase for each one of these and do something with it. Who knows what they did with it. And then they left everything else in good shape, which is kind of crazy. You would think if you were going to maintain the integrity of the rest of the figure, the card, everything for this many years, and that was your plan originally, that you wouldn't have done anything to the card itself. But it is what it is. All right, everyone. So you see how we did with the Star Wars figures. It didn't turn out quite the way we wanted it to. However, we did learn a few things, and I'm hopeful that you did as well in this whole process. A couple of things that we need to take into more consideration is in regards to photos, making sure that we take a better look at the photos online. If you can go to the site and see an estate sale in person, that's always the best option, but maybe it's just an online only auction and you don't have that chance. So you need to pay attention to the photos. I didn't do a good enough job of that. We also want to make sure that look at the description. Sometimes the descriptions aren't directly below the photos, like they may be in eBay or somewhere else. You may have to scroll down, click on some different things to actually see the description of the item that you're bidding on. Make sure you read through the description. In this case, the auction house did have listed that they were missing the proof of purchase from the back, and unfortunately for me, I just didn't pay close enough attention. But you know, hopefully this will be an educational experience for you of something that you would want to avoid yourself. The other thing we want to take note of are buyer's premiums. In this auction, we spent, I believe it was a 15% buyer's premium. And if you're not familiar with a buyer's premium, that is a percentage of the sale price of the auction that gets added after the fact to your purchase price, and then all that money goes to the auction house. It's a way for them to make more money off of the auction, which is okay. You know, they need to make money to be able to stay in business, and we all understand that. But we just need to pay closer attention whenever we're bidding on something to make sure that we know what those fees are. Now, most of the time you see a buyer's premium anywhere from like 5 to maybe 9 or 10%. This one, unfortunately, was higher than that, but it is what it is. And then another thing that we need to take into consideration is eBay. So kind of like a buyer's premium for an estate sale, if you're planning on flipping something on eBay, you need to remember that they're going to charge you a percentage of that sale price that is going to go back to them, and that's how they make their money. Typically, eBay will let you have, I can't remember how many, I think like a couple hundred free listings a year, and then you have to pay them a percentage of the sale price, and that's eBay's fee. Right now it's at 12.9%. It's probably going to go up. I've been selling on eBay since the late 1990s, and it just keeps getting more and more expensive. Now, eBay, it's not going to go away. It's going to stay there because it's became a
staple in what we know of as collecting and just buying goods that we can't find in local shops. You know, if there's a collectible item that you've been looking for and haven't been able to find it, more than likely you'll eventually see it pop up on eBay. And that's great. I mean, it's good. It's just you need to take into consideration if you're planning on buying and reselling something that eBay is going to charge you for that. So overall, I mean, we didn't do great. We didn't lose too much money, but we just need to make sure we pay a little bit closer attention to some different things in regards to estate sales. Now, I hope you were able to learn something from this experience. I know we were. If you found this video helpful or you liked the content, please like, share, subscribe, and may the force be with you.